Welcome to Between Heaven and Earth, an internet radio talk show where we help you connect spirit and divine guidance. Lisa Kay, your host, brings you shows that can enhance and transform your life with tips and new ideas for more happiness, abundance, and better relationships. Lisa is an expert on intuition and can show you how to strengthen your inner guidance to empower yourself. Each show is positive and uplifting to inspire your day. Her guest speakers are specialists on self-help, positive thinking, spirituality, and conscious living. Be the best that you can be with Between Heaven and Earth, conscious living for your soul.
And angel blessings to everyone. Our show today is called The Power of Angels Returns. Isabelle von Fallois has graciously come back as a guest on our show. And Isabelle was brought back from the brink of death by an amazing encounter with Archangel Raphael. He's the angel of healing. And through her connection to the angels, she's now transforming others through her teachings and her new book, The Power of Your Angels. And Isabelle reaches people all around the world. She's really doing tremendous work. She's very well known in Europe and just internationally. And she's now transforming people and their lives with the power of angels. So let me tell you a little bit about Isabelle before I bring her in. Isabelle von Fallois, she writes and travels all around the world, and she gives presentations and workshops. She's written several books that have been German and Italian bestsellers, and has recorded more than 50 meditations and developed the Angel Life Coach Training, the Isis Angel Healing, and the Madeline Healing. Isabelle has had her own radio show, and she's been featured in many magazines and appeared on several DVDs, in spiritual movies, and on German television. Following the wishes of her angels, she's also dedicated time to new media and regularly publishes channeled messages on her fan page on Facebook and Twitter. So with her spiritual work and as a pianist alike, Isabelle would like to open people's hearts and help them lead a fulfilled life, a beautiful life filled with angels. Welcome, Isabelle. I'm so excited.
Hello, Lisa. I'm so happy to be on the show once again. Thank you
thank you
to
for
invite me.
coming back. Oh, I love having you on. We had such a great time last time, and we never have enough time. So, I had to come back, and this is the perfect time. We're December 16th, 2015, and I love this time of year. It's my favorite time of year. I love, love, love Christmas and the holidays and the holiday season, and whether it be, Hanukkah or Christmas or whatever you want are celebrating, and also the new year. And I guess, and even though I think I didn't always, I wasn't brought up religious, but we always celebrated Christmas, and it was very special. But now I think it's become even more special to me because of my own focus on spirituality, and also, and that I actually go to church now. I believe in all faiths and all religions. They all lead to the same thing. And I've found I guess one of my religion homes is in the Episcopal Church, which my rector once told me was Anglo-Catholic. So Anglo-Catholic. But that's brought a new dimension to me on Christmas. But Isabelle, I wanted to ask you, what is Christmas to you? What's the meaning of Christmas to you?
Oh, Christmas for me is something so special. I have to tell you, my father, who is already on the other side of the veil, he was like really a Christmas fan. And so the whole month of December would be really in the Christmas spirit, because he had such a strong connection to Jesus Christ. And so also I, from very small on, I had this incredible connection, and it felt like he was truly a friend to me, Jesus Christ. And so this time, what I think is so important, that every single year we celebrate the birth of this holy child. And what does this mean for us? It means that every single year, and even more often if we wish so, we also can be reborn. And this is for me a very, very important symbol.
So that's the deeper meaning of Christmas, being reborn. And
yes.
I guess you could be reborn over and over again.
Yes, I think so. But at this time, when we truly think about this child which is born to help us to redeem our sins, to help us redeem every pain, to really, let's say, become the true us, the true holy self, which every one of us is. And I think this child really symbolizes for us that we can become everything.
Oh, that's amazing. Just to think about that. And I think a lot of people think about Christmas time as a giving time, but that, for yourself within your own seeking spirituality, that's the rebirth is that wonderful symbolism. So what do you do around Christmas time to kind of bring that into your life?
This year was for me an intense year where I was really, even in my work, having Jesus Christ with me all the time, because I taught several workshops on Jesus Christ, and my last big event was a 5-day retreat about Jesus Christ and Mary Magdalene, and 10 hours per day we were really in the energy of him, and also Mary Magdalene, Mother Mary, and all the other holy beings. And it was a time of deep reflection, a time of deep meditations and healings and miracles happening. And so this year was for me very special, and I think I am more connected than ever to his energy than before. Yeah.
Do you think when we're having times of struggle,
Yeah.
do you feel that maybe he's closer to us? Or
I think, what the problem of us is, he always tells me in meditations and also in the official channelings in the workshops, he always says to me, you know what, beloved brothers, beloved sisters, I am with you from the beginning of your time on earth until your death. So let me help you carry your pain. I'm there all the time, not only when you call me.
Wow. Yes. Oh. What was that? That reminded me of the. Do you remember that fable or story about the footprints in the sand? And
Yes.
I guess it was about this gentleman. I guess he goes and he's with Jesus in heaven, and he says, "Why is it? You look at the footprints through the sand through life, and there are times when there were two footprints, there are two sets of footprints, and then there were times." I was going to make me cry.
Yeah.
When there was only one.
Exactly.
And Jesus said those were the times when I was carrying you.
Yes, and he truly does. I mean, he truly does. And at Christmas 2012, in the night from the 24th to the 25th of December, I was again in danger to die. And I went through the other side. I went to the other side through the veil, and on the other side, Jesus Christ appeared, and he looked at me and he said, do you want to stay here, or do you want to go back to earth? And I said, you know what? My father died this year. I don't want to fight for my life again, for my health. I want to stay. And then he looked into my eyes and he said, with the most beautiful, loving voice, if you stay here, you will not be able to fulfill your mission for this lifetime. So you should go back if you can. And so I went back,
Wow.
And then he visited me for 3-4 months every single night with deep initiations, deep revelations, and and through that the Magdalene healing was born, through these visits of him and also Mary Magdalene. It was the most deeply touching time.
Wow.
I have no words to describe it,
It's very moving, and just to think about how your near-death experience and going and deciding to come back. How do if people want to connect with the Christ energy or connect with Jesus? How would you suggest people try to do that?
I really would just call him. And if you cannot feel him, ask him to surround you with his beautiful white golden light. Really breathe it in deeply, like really have the feeling to be infused by this light. And then really put your hands on your heart, the left underneath your right hand, and really feel the beat of your heart and feel yourself connecting with him. And I'm sure you will feel him. I'm very.
Wow. Would you maybe later on in the show, would you do a little meditation to show us how to connect with his energy?
Oh, yes, I would love
That
to
would be
do that.
perfect for this time of year too,
I would
and we
love
have
to.
to celebrate his birthday and then okay, let's do that. We'll do that later. So
Yes.
everybody's got to tune in, stay tuned in, because Isabel's going to do a short meditation to help us connect with the energy of Jesus Christ. So, oh, I had. So when you were a little girl, you were talking about your dad who was really into Christmas. So
Yes.
did your family go to church?
Yes, we went to church. It was I didn't have a family, who went to church every Sunday, but they really loved the Bible. And my father was an artist. He was a sculptor, and he did every single year for Christmas. He made a wood carving, and he made a beautiful. Let's say picture of Jesus or of Christmas symbols,
Wow.
and so every year he took the time, and then he walked from house to house and gave this painting to everyone. And he would always invite people in our house who had nothing, or who had just divorced, or who were in a foreign country. We never were alone on Christmas. We always had even foreigners in our house. So it was like really celebrating the spirit of Christmas, the
So
love.
so you had church at home.
Yes, we had church at home. That's true. Yes, somehow,
That's
yes.
amazing. I think that's the key. I think yeah, we go to church, and I love going during the. We try to go all the time, but I just love the Christmas time, Easter time,
Yes.
but it's just so special. Um, we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we're going to talk
Yes.
more to Isabel about Christmas time and more special things for the season. So stay with us.
You're listening to OTR FM, part of the IOM radio network.
The number one reason girls drop out of school in sub-Saharan Africa is lack of access to feminine hygiene products. The Pads for Schoolgirls Project, an outreach of Humanity Healing International, is changing this paradigm by setting up sewing programs at schools, teaching girls a vocational skill, while producing the reusable pads that help keep them attending classes. The girls pay it forward by making and giving pad kits to other girls in need. To learn more, visit humanityhealing.org. Humanity Healing is where your heart is.
Matt Connerton here. Join Jen Coffey and I twice a week for Matt Connerton Unleashed, a political talk show that's a little different than what you're used to. No liberal or conservative agenda here, just an honest dialogue about truth and how things really work in the world of politics. Matt Connerton Unleashed, every Tuesday and Thursday night at 11 p.m. Eastern on OMTimes Radio.
Do you have time to read that inspiring book or that blog post you've been meaning to get to? In your busy world, how do you improve yourself and keep your life going? I'm Lisa Kay, and my Between Heaven and Earth radio show can transform your life just by listening. Be uplifted with inspiring topics, positive stories, and ideas that really work. Between Heaven and Earth radio is conscious living for your soul, every Wednesday at 4 p.m. Eastern Time.
Being a radio host on IOM FM allows you to build your show on a rich platform with the power of the internet to fulfill your outreach goals and connect with a very specialized and global online audience, unlimited by time and distance. OMTimes Radio will provide you with web relevance, a recognizable conscious brand, and with the standard of excellence that has accompanied every single OMTimes endeavor. Host your show with OMTimes Radio Network.
You're listening to OTR FM, part of the IOM radio network.
Living for Your Soul. And I'm sitting here with Isabelle von Fallois. Actually, I'm here in New York and Isabel's in Germany. And through the amazing magic of technology, we're together,
Yes.
which is actually the way probably the universe really is we're all one and one in one place.
Yes, that's so true. We are always connected.
Always, I
Wherever.
love that. And you know
Yes.
what I love about people like you who are out there serving us, helping remind us, is it helps to, it keeps it in our minds. And I do the show every week, and I love doing the show. And one of the reasons why I love it is because people like you help remind me who I am and where I need to be and what I need to be focusing on, which is, yes, we're all one. We're always supported. There's always support from our angels and from our guides and from Jesus and Mother Mary and on and on and on. And
Yes, we are never alone, never ever.
and we have to remember that. And I wanted to talk about something that we were going to talk about in our last show.
Yes,
but we didn't get to it. And that was to talk about Wayne Dyer.
Yes,
and he had just passed at the time that we had that last show. But for our audience, could you tell us who Wayne Dyer is?
Yeah, he is really an amazing soul and someone who truly lived what he was talking about, what he was writing about, because I had the great, great honor, the great, great grace to know him personally, to visit him at home, to treat him during his leukemia times. And so I really don't only know the official Wayne Dyer, I really know the human being Wayne Dyer at home in his flat, in his apartment, in his hotel rooms, in London, San Diego, wherever I met him. So we had a lot of sessions together, and it was so touching for me. Just very shortly before he died, I was looking through the hundreds of meditations I had channeled in the last years in which I had recorded. And I just, through coincidence, I came on this one and it had no name. And it was the last meditation, healing meditation I had channeled for Wayne in London some years ago. And what was so powerful and fits so perfectly here now is that I realized that this meditation was all about I am, and all about Jesus Christ. And at the end, when I finished the meditation on the recording, you can hear him saying, and this is such a beautiful thing I have still as a memory being with him. And yeah, it was amazing because, he was the most generous person and he was really living this I am, and he was using I am for everything. And it was funny, we wrote SMS back and forth from time to time, and at the beginning he always signed with Wayne Dyer or with Wayne, and then after a certain time he would sign with I am Wayne, in capital letters. I am, of course, like the God presence. And just the last months, the last SMS, and this really made me cry when I realized that after his death, he wrote just, I am light.
Wow. I wonder if our consciousness goes beyond our human limitation. And, when we can connect to our higher consciousness, our soul, so to speak, we seem to have a broader perspective. And I wonder
Yes.
as we get close, somewhere underneath, we know it's time for us to go back home.
Yes.
Wayne Dyer, I love his work, and I know he was really all about the I am, the Tao, the focusing on really, again, I believe all faiths really are talking about the same thing.
Exactly.
But the Tao is an Eastern philosophy about how we are all one. We're all one consciousnness, and that was kind of where he was coming from in his sharing and trying to help people and teach them. So,
You know
Go ahead.
it was so amazing. You know, he was not so into angels when I first appeared
No, he wasn't?
in his place. It was, I still remember, it was the 30th of December, again the 30th of December in in 2009. And I gave him 3 different kind of sessions in one day, because at that time he had really acute leukemia. And when he saw me, he said, you know what? If one looks after leukemia like you, I want to be treated by you.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So first I had treated him with a message which is called like emotional balance, which is similar to EFT, but it has to do with the angels also. I created it with the angels. And then he was lying down, and I was doing a so-called angel trance coaching to program him and to program his subconscious mind to let go of the leukemia. And he had his eyes closed. He was lying. He was in trance. And like half an hour later, when I finished, he opened the eyes and he said, you know what, Isabelle? I have the feeling the entire room is packed by angels. I never before felt them so close. I'm the biggest angel fan from now on.
Really?
And then and from that day on, he talked about angels. Before I had never heard him talk about
Wow,
angels
you
on
had such an
stage.
impact on him. Tell our listeners how you met him.
Oh, it was a kind of crazy story. It was
Because you didn't know him, right?
No.
It wasn't like you were neighbors or anything.
No. It was like that. My husband was his biggest fan, and we were sitting in a plane to Amsterdam because I should do angel meditation at the Angel Day in Holland, and it was the 12th of December in 2009. And my husband told me, you know what, Wayne has severe leukemia, and I was really shocked. I said, this is no way, and he said, yes, it's true. And then I said, you know what? He lives on Maui, and we are going to Maui at the end of December. This is no coincidence. So if we go there, we will meet him. And Hubert said, yeah, maybe, you know. And then I thought, oh, I have helped Ariel Ford once with severe back pain. And so I thought I would write her because she was his publicist years ago. And she wrote me back, said, thank you. I would love to let him know, but he is not someone you can reach. He is just not someone you can reach.
Because he's very famous. And,
yeah,
I mean,
you cannot reach him. Even
he's kind of like Deepak Chopra.
Exactly, you couldn't reach him. But she said, oh, you know what? I will send your email to his assistant, and please give me your hotel and whatsoever. And I was completely relaxed because, you know, I never have expectations. I'm very, very, let's say, very in trust to God, and I never expect something to happen. I can really let go. So we traveled to Maui, and on the 29th of December, we were lying on the beach, and all of a sudden I saw Wayne Dyer like in 3D in front of me, and I said to my husband, Hubert, now we can go into the hotel. Wayne Dyer just spoke on the voice message in my hotel room. And we went back, and it was exactly like I said. And he was on the phone, on the mailbox, and he said, here's Dr. Wayne Dyer. This is a message for Isabelle. I really want you to call me back. And you know what had happened? He got like hundreds of emails from his assistant, and he doesn't like to read them. And so just one popped out and fell on the floor, and it was mine.
Oh, you're kidding.
And as Wayne believes in coincidences, he thought this must be a sign, but he forgot about it. And I always thought Christmas time he will not try to reach us. But then he did, and he said, you know what, tell me, where have you been through? And I said, you know, I had leukemia. I was fighting for 4 years, and then I had this apparition of Archangel Raphael, and since then I am healed. And he said, okay, do you want to come? Can you come tomorrow? I want to get to know you.
Wow.
And so we drove over to his place.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
That's incredible.
And it became a friendship and really lovely.
Wow. Oh, so
time
here, so obviously, you know, you had a pretty bad case of leukemia, and you were able to heal yourself and get the assistance of Archangel Raphael, and now here you are helping Wayne Dyer, who had leukemia, and helping him. So
Yes, I was one of many people who really helped him, but always when we met or always in between, he sent me, "How can you send me some angel energy, my angel?" And of course I did, and he could feel it immediately.
Wow,
Always.
and I know that, and I assume, both of you also, you had the support from all these different healing methods and holistic healing methods, and
Yes.
certainly Western medicine as well. And Wayne actually, his leukemia went away, right? Went into remission?
Exactly, because the people thought when he died he was dying because of leukemia and that he didn't do chemotherapy. But when they did the autopsy, they found out or the last test after his death, they found out he had no leukemia at all, and it was just the heart which stopped in the night.
Wow. Yeah, and he died peacefully, right?
Yes.
In his sleep. And it
Yes.
wasn't leukemia. So he was
healed.
Healed and ready to go. That's absolutely amazing.
And you know what? I did it all the time too, and I know he did too, and I did it for him in this meditation I was talking about before. I always affirmed, "I am healing. I am healed." And he did the same. If you always speak this, you really become it after a time, because the I am is really our God presence. And every word we put after I am is so powerful. So we never, ever should use a negative word after saying I am, because this is like an imprint. This is like the most powerful affirmation we can do. So we never should use a negative word after saying I am.
So what would be a good thing to say? I mean, I could hear people say, well, I don't want to say anything. I don't want to say I'm great.
I said,
but maybe you should say that.
Yes, and you should say, "I am love, I am peace, I am harmony, I am joy, I am laughter," whatever,
I am perfect.
Yes, also this.
We are, right? I mean,
yes,
ultimately we are. Spiritually,
yes.
we are perfect.
We are
because
perfect.
we're all one. So exactly. I am love. So we could just say that. I love. I kind of felt good when you said that. I am love.
Yes, and this is
healthy, I am whole.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Exactly, because this is also what Jesus is teaching us, that we really work with the I am presence.
Oh, that's a wonderful message. Well, we're going to go to break, but everybody keep that in mind, those special words, I am. So what are you? I am. I am love. We'll be right back.
This is OTR-FM, part of the IOM radio network.
Are you trying to get from point A to point B and need a little advice? Connect with the counselors at OMTimes Advisors. Whether you're looking for a life coach or a spiritual intuitive, the advisors participating at advisors.omtimes.com were carefully chosen based on their gifts, skills, and professionalism. OMTimes Advisors, connecting you with the best advisors in the business.
This is Terry Van Horn, and I want to invite you to join me for my weekly radio show, Hailing Light, on OMTimes Radio, every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. On Hailing Light, we want to bring love, light, and blessings into your world. You can find out more about us at www.healinglightonline.com. Blessings.
Hello, I'm Miriam Knight of New Consciousness Review, inviting you to my new show where I interview the rising stars of the conscious awakening. We'll explore the many faces of consciousness in action and intriguing perspectives on life, the universe, and everything in between. Join us each Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern on the Rising Stars Show.
Host your show on IOM FM, the radio network of OMTimes Media, one of the more recognized brand names in the conscious community, and is backed by the extensive marketing reach of OMTimes. Hosting a show on IOM FM immediately connects you with our extensive dedicated community.
This is OTR FM, part of the IOM Radio Network.
And welcome back. I'm Lisa Kay, and you're listening to Between Heaven and Earth. And it's a perfect title for this time of year, Christmas. We're talking about angels, and we're talking about Christmas. We're talking about Jesus. We're talking about all the wonderful energy that surrounds all that with love. And we are talking to Isabelle von Fallois, who is my guest today. And we are at our half-hour break here in the middle of the show, and I wanted to tell you how you can reach Isabelle. She is always busy doing all kinds of wonderful things for people out there like you to help get you connected to your angels and help you heal. So her website is isabellevonfallois.com, and that's Isabelle, VONFALLOIS. So Isabelle, ISABELLE, VONFALLOIS.com. And also you can also get her, might be a little easier, at angellifecoachtraining.com. Is that right, Isabelle? Did I get it right?
Yes, that's perfect.
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
Awesome, yeah. So angellifecoachtraining.com. I love angels. Angels are amazing, and everybody who's connected to them has just blow your mind energy that just feels so good all the time, and Isabelle has it. So she's got a couple things that she wanted to share with you. One was her meditations that's also called Soul Journeys, and that goes with her book, The Power of Your Angels. And you can go to this website to find those meditations. It's fallois.momanda.com. So I'll spell it. Fallois is FALOIS.MOMANDA.com. falloismomanda.com. And I pronounce Isabelle's name sort of like the French way, von Fallois. So scroll down and click on the course, and then put in, we might need to put this out on the web here. And actually, you have to say it because I can't say
In den Warenkorb. I'm sorry, it's an English page, but the Warenkorb, or how do you call it, where you put in what you buy? How do you say in English? I don't know. In the not bucket. No, I don't know.
Oh, in the shopping cart.
Yeah, shopping cart. Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
So I'm going to actually let people know.
The shopping cart, yes.
Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to type it into our Facebook page, which is facebook.com/Between Heaven and Earth. So that's easy. Go there, and I will put up the website and also what you have to put in when you scroll down and click on the course. And there are 4 hours of meditations. If you're in Europe, they're 20 euros and $22 in US dollars.
Yes, I think more or less that, yes.
Something around there. It's cheap. No problem.
Yeah, I really want the people to be able to do the program. I mean, the book is a program, and it's always better if you listen to the meditation and not just only read them in the book. You get a more impact. And if I speak, of course, the angel energy is with me. I cannot be without angel energy,
Oh, yeah. And I think there's something about words and sounds, and when you hear it, it goes in and it connects you with the vibration, and especially through these meditations, and it transforms you. It's really amazing. I think throughout the ages, that's meditation in almost every faith, every religion is what is used to connect you. Right?
Yes. And it's so important to know the difference between prayer and meditations. I think both is really very, very important. The one is where we are talking to God, where we are talking to Jesus, where we are talking to the angels. But in a meditation, there's the time to receive answers, to become calm, to really become a vessel for the divine, and so I really appreciate to do both and to connect in both ways, in the active and the more passive way, because we always have to be an active and also a receptive being, and we have to find the balance between the moments where we need to act and the moments where we need to wait.
Yes, and I think what I love about meditation is not only does it connect you, but also it's the basis for being connected all the time.
Exactly. And you know what I really want to share, which I was now using a lot in the last half year. I mean, I did it before, but not in that consequence. And I really want to share it because a lot of people in these times have a lot of fear because of the situation in the world. And it is sometimes not easy to stay peaceful in the turmoil which is around us and which is in the world. And so what I am doing is really to start to breathe, to connect with my breath and to connect with my heart. And when I'm not in peace, when I'm not in my middle, just start to recite in my mind, or when I'm really alone, I say it with voice and I just start to recite over and over, I am, I am, I am. I am, I am. And it is so powerful. Within a short time, you become calm and peaceful. And this is so essential in these times that we become peace. You know, we have to, this is what Jesus said to me, you know, as we are all crying for peace, but as long as we have one single person in our lives we are not in peace with, we cannot talk about peace.
Absolutely.
The world, yeah.
You have to be peace.
Yes. And so this meditation, or you also can say, I am peace, and repeat it, you know, because every single word has a frequency. And so it does something to your energy field.
Yeah,
yes.
Words are incredible. And so we have to be careful the words we think, the words we use. And
yes. And you know, the angels always say, if we truly knew how powerful thoughts and words are, we never ever would use a negative thought or a negative word again.
Oh, wow, awesome stuff. Well, I wanted to also, if people wanted to connect with you more, I've got another thing on your list here. I wanted to share that with people before we go ahead. So April 29th through May 1st, you're going to be doing a lecture and workshop, The Power of Your Angels. So Isabel's going to be in the Isle of Man, which is in the United Kingdom, I believe.
Yes, and it must be a magical place full of fairies and elves, and I have never been there, but Gary Quinn has been there, and he told me you have to go there. This is just so amazing, and they invited me, and I'm really looking forward. The place is in nature in a beautiful land house, and must just be inspiring and divine, you know.
Oh, that's fairies. I could go for that. I want to go now.
Or maybe you said maybe you're traveling with your husband to London. It's not so far.
It might work out. I have to see. Yes, actually.
Yes. So we meet finally in person.
That would be awesome. That would be so cool. So the Isle of Man, if you're in the United Kingdom or you want to go, April 29th to May 1st, that's where Isabel's doing her workshop, The Power of Your Angels. And I will.
And also, excuse me, I didn't want to interrupt.
No, go ahead. I was just going to try to put this out on the web.
And the good thing is I think they have only space for about 20 people. So it's really a small workshop, because normally I have much more people. And so it's really personal, and I think it will be just amazing.
It's going to be great. So Isabel, I'm just putting, so go to the Facebook page, Between Heaven and Earth, facebook.com/Between Heaven and Earth. And I'm going to put these up here for everybody so that they can get the links, because the link is kind of long. I'm just putting in, this is live. All right, it's up there. Oh, and a beautiful picture of Isabel. Nice. Okay. So let me share with you a little what I do. I teach people how to connect to their inner divine guidance, which is really your intuition, or at least that's the vehicle to get you to connect to and your inner guidance. And that's, I actually started out with angels. I started out learning how to connect with them and through your inner guidance, which is, again, your intuition. And so I have a free video series that answers the common questions that people ask of how do you get that to happen? How do you make your intuition happen? How do you know when you're making it up or when it really is your inner voice talking, and how to get more detail? So if you go to my website at lmk88.com or lisak88.com. That works too. You can sign up and get a free video series. There's a little sidebar on the right side of my website that says What's Hot. And under there, you'll find a link that says three free videos in blue. Just click on that, get some videos on how, and they're just instructional videos on how to connect your intuition, how to know when it's you and when you're making it up, and how to make it happen when you want. So lmk88.com. That's me. So let's get back. I guess we've got a minute or two before we go to break again. And let's see. I guess the next question I had for you, Isabelle, was, somebody had this question, interestingly, from our last show. And I'm going to ask you, we didn't get a chance to address it. So what does an angel look like?
Yes, an angel looks like we see him because we don't see him always the same way. The first time, when out of the blue Archangel Raphael appeared, I really saw him literally with my eyes open. And he was like, you imagine, I could see the entire face. I could see his beautiful brown hair. I could see big, big wings. I could see an emerald green aura around him. He was tall up to the ceilings. And sometimes I just see only light figures. I don't see them
so
all.
It's not always the same for you.
No, it's not always the same, because, there are different days. And of course, there are different moments when they really make themselves visible. So I don't see them all the time, like in 3D and tall like heaven. No, sometimes I just see these colors and I see a form, and I know, okay, this is Michael. Okay, hello, this is Jophia.
So did you have to learn that, this particular color is that angel?
I came to the angels again in my life through the books of Doreen Virtue, because after fighting for 4 years leukemia, I just didn't want to go to any doctor or healer or anyone anymore, and I couldn't walk because I had fever all the time. And then through a coincidence, I got a book from Doreen Virtue, and when I read it, I thought, oh my God, this is amazing. And if she can talk to angels, I can do it too. I just felt it. And then I read about it. And so she wrote about which angel has which color. And the funny thing was really when they appeared, and like Raphael appeared, it was exactly this emerald green, what she had written about.
Wow, that's great. I think that helps us all understand, how we might be experiencing angels. We're going to go to another break. And when we come back, we're going to have Isabelle help us connect to the energy of Jesus Christ through a meditation. So stay with us.
This is OTR-FM, part of the IOM radio network.
As difficult as it is to believe, there are places in Africa where human traffickers sell albino children and their body parts for use in magic rituals. Humanity Healing International is actively working in Uganda to change this paradigm. The Albino Rescue Project finds albino children who are at risk and places them in safe schools and environments where they can learn and grow free from fear. To learn more or to sponsor a child, visit humanityhealing.org. Humanity Healing is where your heart is. Join Elliot Jolish, the business therapist, each Tuesday at 5 p.m. Eastern for the Elliot Jolish Hour, as he interviews business experts on your behalf. And you're invited to email your business questions to questions@ecjgroup.com for answers, live, on air every Tuesday at 5 p.m. Eastern on the Elliot Jolish Hour.
Hi, this is Angela Levesque, host of Entanglement Radio. Join me Wednesdays at 12 p.m. Eastern for inspiring conversations with visionaries in spiritual science and conscious healing. Entanglement Radio, Wednesdays at 12 p.m. Eastern. Transcendent talk for the conscious mind.
Host your show on IOM FM, the radio network of OMTimes Media, one of the more recognized brand names in the conscious community, and is backed by the extensive marketing reach of OMTimes. Hosting a show on IOM FM immediately connects you with our extensive dedicated community.
You're listening to OTR-FM, part of the IOM radio network.
Conscious Living for Your Soul. And we are here with Isabelle von Fallois, my guest, and she is the angel expert that hails to us from Germany. And also, she's going to, we're talking about Christmas, we're talking about the energy around Christmas, and we're talking about basically the Christ energy, the energy of Jesus Christ. And so, Isabelle, you said that you would help us out connect to that energy of Jesus Christ. And
Yes.
Would you be so kind as to do a short meditation with us?
Yes, I would love to. So just
let's
start. Breathe in with open eyes, and while breathing out, close your eyes in slow motion. And give your brain the command to flow easily into a deep, relaxed and conscious state. Breathe in and out deeply and relax. 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 Let your thoughts go by like clouds in the sky. And breathe. Know with every breath you take, you are connected to God, Jesus Christ, and the angels. So breathe in deeply this full consciousness. And all of a sudden, you feel the powerful energy of Archangel Michael next to you. And he enfolds you with this beautiful blue golden light. Breathe this light in and know you are protected on your journey. And he takes your hand, and together with him, you start to fly higher and higher and higher, and always higher through the dimensions, until you reach the sacred ground, the celestial, beautiful garden, like paradise. Feel the mossy grass underneath your feet, and see angels of all colors, of all shapes, welcoming you. And you walk towards the middle of this beautiful garden, where you see the most beautiful roses in all the colors of the rainbow, and all the most beautiful fragrances. And you step into a very special area. And all of a sudden, you see the most bright golden white light you've ever seen in this lifetime. And out of this beautiful light steps your brother, Jesus the Christ. And he walks towards you, and he puts his left hand on your heart and speaks. Beloved sister, beloved brother, be greeted by me in this holy moment of the divine Christmas time. I truly wish you to remember who you really are. There is no difference between me and you. We are of the same Father, of the same Spirit. We are one. Remember, what I have done, you can do. You just have to let go of your doubts. Just let me touch your heart and give me everything which you do not want, which you do not need to carry anymore, because it does not serve you anymore. Feel the love of your brother flowing, permeating your entire heart. And let go of everything you don't need anymore. Feel the love from the hand of your brother flowing into your entire being, permeating every single fiber of your being. Breathe it in deeply and then start to say, silently or with voice, I am love. I am pure love. I am pure divine love. I am that I am. And this is my truth. And so it is. And so it is. And so it is. Thank your brother for this beautiful holy encounter. You can ask him to come with you, to stay at your side, while you travel back together with Archangel Michael. So feel the hand of Archangel Michael, and maybe also the hand of your brother Jesus Christ, and fly back through the dimensions, back into the three-dimensional reality, into the here and now. Breathe in deeply 3 times to anchor this holy experience. Start to stretch and slowly open your eyes again. Namaste.
Wow. That was beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And for the people who don't know me, this meditation was not written. And the moment I connect, I start seeing pictures, and I'm only saying what I'm seeing.
Wow, really? Oh, that's really so special. So you're getting all this guided information directly from that connection.
Yes. Yes. In the moment I start to breathe in with open eyes and close them, I'm so experienced to do it that I really just need one breath to go to another dimension, and the pictures start to flow, and I hear them speak to me, and I just translate the pictures and the words they are saying to me. So it's nothing I visualize. It's everything I see.
It's just coming. It's just being channeled. It's being given to you by I guess, Jesus himself and the angels and the energy.
Yes. And I want to say something for the people who don't know me, or also for the people who know me. Just shortly before Christmas, 1 to 3 days before Christmas, I will send out my Christmas newsletter in 3 languages, in German, English, and Italian. And as a gift, there are included 2 MP3s of 2 different meditations, which I channeled live. One in Rome, which is English, Italian, and another one I channeled live in Zurich. And this is my gift for Christmas for all of you. The one meditation lasts 30 minutes and the other one about 40 minutes or so.
Oh, that was nice. That was just a few minutes we had. So to do 30 minutes would be really awesome. So how do people get on your newsletter?
So they just have to go on my website, isabellevonfallois.com, and there is, I think somewhere the contact button or so, or a newsletter. You can see it, and it's English also there. You can go on the English part of my site, so you will find it, and you can sign up, and you should do it soon because I think next week the newsletter should go out.
Yeah, do it. So Isabelle von Fallois. Is it .com or .de? I think I see.
The website is, you can use com and it goes to de, but it doesn't matter. It works both, I think. But you can put in isabelle.com, isabellevonfallois.com.
Yeah, and I'm just checking it right now. So Isabelle von Fallois.de or .com, and get a free gift for Christmas. How awesome is that? It's wonderful. Well, we have about a minute and a half left, I think. And oh my gosh, it went so fast. So some final thoughts about Christmas? How do we really fully embrace the energy of Christmas in our day-to-day life?
I really would say really connect with Jesus Christ on a daily basis and really ask him to help you to become as pure at heart as you can, because the purer our hearts become, the more we really co-create miracles together with the divine. And I think this is what we shall become, the most beautiful, the most pure divine beings, and really remember who we are, and then really help the world to go back into peace. This is really my wish and my vision for this Christmas. And I really wish everyone a really silent, really deep time of insights, of revelations, of connections to the divine, to the beautiful light beings, and of course to Jesus Christ.
Oh, thank you, Isabelle. Thank you so much for being on the show. And you're always welcome back. I would love for you to come back.
I love to come back. I always love to be with you. So thank you so much, because this year I didn't travel for Christmas, and so I was with you. It was so wonderful. Thank you
for being here. So let's wish everybody a Merry Christmas, everyone. You've been listening to Between Heaven and Earth, Conscious Living for Your Soul. Have a wonderful New Year. We'll see you in January. Tune in next time right here on OMTimes Radio. Angel blessings to everyone. Bye.
Bye-bye.